which is the only begotten Son of the Most High, meaning the only and first spirit created by the Most High, and everything else is created through him, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, our mediator, our high priest, and our way back to the Father in these latter days via the sacrifice and blood that was shed for the elect of the nation of Israel, which eventually all Israel will benefit from that. All right, but that blood was shed for the elect, ultimately, so that in these times, through a grace period, all right, we can receive the Holy Spirit and walk by faith. All right, we're not saved by our own righteousness. We're not saved by, how many scriptures we can bring out. We're not saved by anything but by the blood of Yahweh Shai. And through that blood, we have received the Holy Spirit to do what we do. All right, as the scriptures say, we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency may be of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, and not of us. All right, once the Most High God Yahweh and Yahweh Shai receive the glory in earth, okay, ultimately then we get our glory. Until then, we're servants, ultimately fighting, laboring, toiling, all right, and doing what we're commanded to do. Make ourselves of no reputation and just do the work. And as we can see, it's paying off. The labors, the fruits of our labors of the Lord, as he said in in Hebrews, the Lord is not slack to forget the promise. Yeah, get that, shot. All right, and brothers and sisters are weary in the flesh, but the spirit is on fire. All right, Babylon the Great has done exactly what it said it would do, and wearing us out. All right, but we can't be overcome by death. The goal in the fight is to overcome death. All right, because the reason we're in this low condition is our fault at the end of the day. All right, so let's get that. Whoever got it, whoever got something.
Okay,
else.
yeah, I got one.
Yep.
This is Ephesians 2 and verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith,
Right.
and that none of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High.
Man, read that again.
Verse 8 again in Ephesians the 2nd chapter. For by grace are ye saved through faith.
By grace are you saved. And grace, which John the Baptist's name means, all right, Yawachanan or Yachanan, Yahweh has graced, through John the Baptist baptizing Yahweh Shai, being of the priestly lineage of Aaron, that transferred us from the Levitical priesthood, all right, to a grace period under the order of Melchizedek, which ultimately we're going to be brought into the new covenant through grace. So by grace are you saved through faith, and that is not of yourselves, it's a gift. All right, we've received a gift through the Holy Spirit that ultimately separates us from the rest of our people. All right, we have a hope outside of the hope of this world. We have a hope that separates us from your average everyday Israelite. And again, that is not of ourselves. That is only something that can be given unto us from on high, and it's a gift.
Yep. I'm going to get to verse 10 and that'll go further.
Yep.
Verse 9, not of works, lest any man should boast.
Right, and you have a lot of boasting here in these latter days from these Israelite groups. Here it is, the Lord is doing a great work through prophecy coming to pass, and all they can do is fixate the camera on themselves and what they're doing, how great they are. They want to be movie stars, they want to be rap stars, they want to boast in their fringes, they want to boast about being perfect in the law, but nobody's boasting in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but the true servants of Yahweh Shai. And this is how you're going to know the true servants of Yahweh Shai, by those who uplift him, not uplift themselves. You have many of these Israelite camps that all they do is uplift themselves, what they're going to do, what they plan on doing, how great they are, giving themselves these great flattering titles. See, we're here to uplift the Son of the Most High. Right. All right.
Verse 10, for we are his workmanship, created in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, unto good works, which the Most High had before ordained that we should walk in them.
See, he before ordained. So that's the gift of being of the elect, is ultimately you have to have been chosen before you were even born. You have to have been chosen before there was even an earth. So it's out of our hands. And it's all in the hands of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You see? And ultimately we're walking with hope. And the way that these other guys move gives us an even greater hope. Okay? So again, you're saved by grace through faith. Through this grace period, which the whole nation is under grace right now, but the elect are the only ones given the Holy Spirit to do what's necessary, like Noah. Okay? The scripture said Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. So what did Noah do with his grace period? He built that boat while the rest of Israel, or the rest of the sons of God were mocking, scoffing, laughing. All right? You know, eating, drinking, and being merry, giving into marriage, being freaky. The Lord had a spirit on Noah through election to focus. And that's the spirit that we're in. Okay, some more?
Goes into the Commonwealth of Israel. Okay. Verse 11. Wherefore remember that ye being in times past Gentiles in
that's good. That's good.
Yeah. I want to go with that defeat real quick. That boasting. Jeremiah 9:24. But let him that glory in this, that he understand and knoweth me, that I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, said the Lord. So you're going to boast, man. You boast in knowing the fact that you woke up to a power that we once forgot, but now we understand his purpose, his true intent, his mindset. And he allowed us to, you know what I'm saying, he allowed us to understand that mindset. So now we understand how that power moves. Now we understand his true nature. So if you go glory and boast of anything, you can glory in the fact that you know Yahweh Shah, man.
All right, that's
You
it.
know?
That's it. There's some more. Go up in that, like 2 verses above. Let not the wise man boast in this. It should say something right before that. What verse you read at?
Jeremiah 9:24.
Read like 22.
Jeremiah 9:22. Speak, thus saith the Lord, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field, and as the handful after the harvestman, and none shall gather them.
Right, and this is ultimately what was prophesied to happen to, you know, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, who were in the Neo-Babylonian captivity. Go ahead.
Verse 23, thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man come, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might, let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glory in this, that he understand and knoweth me.
Understand and knoweth him. And many of our people, they don't know the Lord, man. That's why the Lord said, I will get thee into the great men, for they have known the judgment of the Lord. Many of our people don't know the judgment of the Lord. Okay, that's why these Christians are coming up, being the professional houseflies and gnats that they are. Okay, arguing about the same damn thing they've been arguing about since 2009. The Trinity. Is the Most High and Yahweh Shai the same person? It's like, all right, man. What do we do next once we find out that Jesus and God are the same person? What are we supposed to do after that? What changes? So he's on the cross, getting ready to give up the ghost, and he's talking to himself while he's in his fleshly self. When the Lord sent the Spirit, the top spirit from the right-hand side came on the earth through the loins and lineage of David to create Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
So the Spirit, how is he the Most High?
Right.
When all of the power that he was given power.
Yep.
Okay? They agree in one, but they are not the same power. The Most High is clearly above Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai didn't give himself that order and the rank and authority. It was given unto him by his Father. Goodness gracious, you people are crazy, man.
He said his only begotten son.
When John was baptizing, the Lord say, "Hear ye him." This is
Right.
my beloved
This
son.
is my beloved son, whom I am well pleased with. Hear ye him, but then they're the same entity. This shows you how retarded. This is why we're gonna call the police if you come up to us with that BS, man.
Yeah.
We tired of you damn Christians, man. Okay? Look, when did Yahweh Shai go around chasing people around, trying to force feed them to believe in his gospel? And ultimately, he said, if a city don't receive you, dust your feet off. Why haven't the Christians dust their feet off on the Israelite? We're not receiving that rhetoric anymore.
Right. I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah.
24. I'm gonna get an NLT. Jeremiah 9:24 in NLT. But those who wish to boast should boast in this alone, that they truly know me and understand that I am the Lord, who demonstrates unfailing love and who brings justice and righteousness to the earth, and that I delight in these things. I, the Lord, have spoken. Man.
So the Most High is going to bring justice through Yahweh Shai. Our people are still leaning on the government to bring them justice, leaning on Trump, leaning on Kamala Harris, leaning on Biden. All of these freaks, all of them are a bunch of creeps, freaks, pedos, weirdos, Satanists, okay, I mean, every wicked thing you can imagine is what the leaders of this world are into. Yet our people are still looking to them to receive justice. You're not going to get justice from them.
No.
Justice is only going to come from Yahushua being sent. That's the only way we're going to get justice, man. Our cause will not be heard in a righteous sense, all right, through the government and the rulers of this world. They're only set up to snare you, all right, and to go on against your power. And that's what they've done to Jake here in Babylon. They've snared them into a culture that is anti-Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And now they think that they're just going to point the finger at how wicked our people are, and that's going to get them out of the ass whooping that they're going to get.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're here to tell you, Edomites, it ain't going to work like that. Though our people are wicked, though our people are going to get judged, you too are going to get judged.
Right.
Okay? Got something?
Just now back, because they're going to receive that judgment because the Most High Yahweh has enemies. He said that in Psalms 110, verse 1, and that's let you know the difference between the Most High and the Son Yahweh Shai, because he said in Psalms 110 and 1, he said the Lord, King David said, I'll get it. It's like,
Yeah, Yahushua in John the 17th chapter prayed to the Lord, restore me to the glory that I had with you from the very beginning.
Yeah.
But they're the same power. Like it's really you Christians are better off. Just go hunt some Easter eggs, man. Go ahead.
Psalms 110 and 1, a psalm of David. It says, the Lord said unto my Lord, because the first say the Lord is all caps, so it's Yahweh. Said unto my Lord, and then it's a capital L, and then, so that's to my Lord is Yahweh Shai. Sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. So you're going to sit yourself beside yourself? Don't make any sense.
He's sitting on his own right. He's sitting on the right hand of himself. Imagine that. That shit don't even make sense.
You're going to divide yourself into two people.
Yeah.
So that don't make no sense. But the Christians won't. They won't bring this out. They won't be able to break it down. But he said the Lord said unto my Lord. And then in Psalms 30, he said, "What is thy name? And what is thy son's name that thou canst tell?"
Right.
Let you know it's two different entities.
His father sent him. He kept saying, "My father sent me." I got one for you. This is Sirach 51:10. I called upon the Lord, the Father of my Lord, that he would not leave me in the days of my trouble, and in the time of the proud when there was no help.
He calls upon the Lord, the Father of my Lord. So you can't call upon yourself. I said self, huh? No, that don't make any sense. That is showing you that we have the Most High, and then what? You have Yahweh Shai. Okay? That was the word what John was talking about.
That's it.
All right? He said at the beginning it was the word. The Lord, the Most High brought forth his word, which is Yahweh Shai. So the Creator created, a being, of angelical power, and he became a creator.
Right, because we wouldn't be able to really understand the Most High on that level.
No.
He had to give us something that had a beginning. You know what I'm saying? Something that because again, a power needs a mediator. A high power like the Most High God Yahweh, he ain't dealing with us like that. He gave us a mediator. See that? And Yahweh Shai is our mediator. That's our only way to even understand an inkling of the Most High is through Yahweh Shai. And Jake really believed that they just go step right to the Most High. You couldn't even walk into the Holy of Holies and get past Aaron without your ass being put to death. You couldn't even touch the Ark of the Covenant.
Yep.
But you think you just go step right to the Most High. Even Abraham, there was Melchizedek was there. And that's the access to the blessings, man. So there was always a mediator, man. And that's what we have to go through. Even in Egypt. Okay? There was the angel of the Lord, man. So you people don't get it, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, Con, this is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Now that he is, we should, and more than likely that's not being broken down in the church house, man. That he is means what? The Most High exists. He exists.
He is.
He is, and that's bro, and that's a real simple. It's heavy. I ain't gonna say simple, but it's a heavy breakdown. But it's like, bro, y'all making an argument out of nothing, bro. Y'all really making a now. Granted, it's a lot of questions to be asked, but all the answers are here. But it's got to be through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua.
Right.
Y'all doing it off of flesh. I don't like the way y'all talk to
Do
me.
you believe Jesus is Lord? Their eyes be all big. It's like you Christians are bugged out.
Yeah.
Is Jesus Lord? Is Christ Lord? Okay. Then when we find out He is, then what's next?
Yeah.
You go take the chip.
Right.
Go take the jab. Christians took the jab.
Yeah.
For the most part, some of them, you got some of those hardcore Christians had their eyes wide open, like, no, that's Mark the Beast.
Yeah.
But the majority of you Christians are ready for the taking, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how much you all believe in these scriptures as this world collapses down on people who believe in the Bible, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna see,
Yeah.
okay? Because American Judeo-Christianity was brought about by the sword and Edomite supremacy.
Right.
That's the foundation of the Christianity that was taught here on the shores of America and throughout the world. It was never the real true gospel. It was all rooted in white Edomite supremacy.
Right.
And it was at the forefront of death, rape, robbery, murder. The Puritans,
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
okay? To clean up the savage, demonic nations, the heathen, right? It was never really rooted in truly spreading the gospel, man. And the proof of that is those small hats over there. They ain't talking about keeping the laws, man. They ain't teaching nobody any righteousness, man. Right. If anything, they're doing what niggas are doing in the hood on a whole nother level. Those are the real niggas. They're showing you how to really be a nigga.
For real.
Okay, you want to complain about Jake, and their toxic culture, and how they kill each other. Well, look at the small hat.
Boy.
Killing everybody.
So you got a safe haven for pedos over there.
Right.
Pink City.
Yeah.
Okay, you beg for all kind of aid from America. A lot of your taxpaying dollars are going to those small hats. But when it comes to who's the real welfare baby, they want to point at the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, when the white woman is pretty much up there at the very top.
Yeah.
When it comes to receiving government aid.
And also, if I may say, Zaquan, DEI, that was benefited them more than Jake.
Yeah, now Jake benefited in a sense from DEI, especially the black woman, certain business, like if a black woman, because I learned this, if a black woman had a hair product, Target, certain places, they will promote her shit. So she would be able to, through that DEI shit, she would be able to, sell her wave caps or her products or her soap at certain stores. Mainly Eve, right? But this is why they're mad now, because Trump cut that shit off.
Yeah.
So this is another reason why so-called black women are catching hell in these latter days, because that DEI shit. All right, I had to study it, because at first I was of the opinion DEI didn't benefit niggas at all. But as you study it and go into it, it did, on a certain degree, help certain Jake who had businesses.
Okay.
But but we know who
it was intended for.
it is intended for.
Yeah.
Really, Edomites. All right, Edomite women, black women.
Yeah.
Okay, and certain men. But overall, okay, it opened the door for retarded people to get jobs that they didn't deserve.
And that's true. That's true. There are corporations that they have a lane for people who are not, developed.
Right.
They're kind of underdeveloped.
Marginalized groups.
Yep.
Okay, the LGBT. Okay, and then they just threw niggas in that marginalized group. Groups that are left out. Yeah. The retarded people. You shouldn't be a fireman if you're in a wheelchair.
Man.
Okay? You shouldn't, be guiding in airplanes with one eye. That's what Trump was saying. You got these retarded, all right, we're making a way for all you know, man. You can't, there's certain shit certain people can't do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Had all them damn plane crashes. I'm like, nope, this show got to be signed.
There's a lot of propaganda behind it, but at the end of the day, it was some kind of truth to it too. But the vintage is failing now.
Right.
Sure.
You see, but the thing with Esau is he loves to put the camera on Jake as the true problem when really his own people are the true problem. You're a bunch of druggies, freaks.
Yep.
You do a lot of the crime that goes on in the world. Okay? You're the devil. Our people, yeah, they're going to get their just due, right? We prophesy against them, but you Edomites ain't going to be left off the hook, man.
Right. Right. Those small heads, they had that big ass underground when he was doing dealing with these little kids. They found that and they just swept that right under the rug.
Look at that nigga Hunter Biden, bro. That nigga was living terrible, bro. Just smoking crack, had the prostitutes.
He recorded everything.
Yeah.
He didn't give a damn. He used to record himself getting head, smoking crack pipes. He was just wilding out with U.S. dollars. He was going around the world doing this. So you Edomites ain't just these saints.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That you try to paint yourselves out to be.
Yeah.
Okay? You got something?
2 Peter 3, the Lord's not slack. This is 2 Peter 3, verse 9. It says, "The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but they should come to repentance."
And that's of the elect. Because we know that everybody ain't going to repent.
Right.
Even Yahushua, when he said, "Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do," Paul was amongst those people who was doing that wickedness. So it was certain members of the elect who the Lord was eventually going to have mercy on. He wasn't talking about all of them. Okay, it's speaking of the elect that are going to come to repentance, man. Okay, and this is why we have this grace period. Okay,
Right. Verse 10. "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
right.
The earth also and the works there are therein shall be burned up."
The earth and the works therein are going to be burned up. So that fire that scriptures always talks about ain't going to be underground.
Yeah.
It's going to be on earth.
Yeah.
Read that again.
God. Verse 10, 2 Peter 3 and 10. "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise."
Right, and this is Esau's heaven. This is an aspect of heaven. Under the heaven. Okay, this is Esau's heaven, but it's our hell. When the scriptures say, "How are you cast from heaven?" it's speaking of being cast from a lofty position of rulership.
Yeah.
Like Capernaum, though you be exalted unto heaven, you should be cast down to hell. It's because they were flourishing.
Yeah.
The concept of heaven means the rulership, to be lofty. Okay? The Hebrew word shemayim, it could mean the actual heavens, the waters, but it could also mean to be lofty and have rulership on earth.
Yeah.
So this is the so-called white man's heaven.
Right.
Go ahead.
Little verse 10. "The heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up."
Shall be burned up. It ain't gonna be the whole earth explodes like Vocab Malone says.
Sure.
The whole earth, because the white man, he knows judgment is coming. So what he likes to say is, well, yeah, the Lord's just gonna blow up. Nah, that ain't how it works. The scriptures, get that?
I got one.
Yep.
This is Job 27.
Sirach 10.
Job.
Unrighteous dealings. Go
No,
ahead.
you good, brother. Job 27 and verse 13 through 14. "This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High, in the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword."
And his children have been multiplied.
That's right.
They're ruling today.
That's right.
You see that? You think that ultimately the sinner is just going to escape with his spoils? The brutal, wicked history of Babylon the Great America, in itself, we ain't even going to tap into the small hats. America itself, which really, the small hat and America go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're both an extension of British colonization.
That's right.
That's all it is. And the British colonial period was brutal. Okay, America was just affording of that, although they argued about the taxes and, you got the 13 colonies, which eventually became the 50 United States. Okay, but ultimately, they've done a lot of wickedness, man.
Right. That's right.
Wickedness that we can't even, it's so much, we couldn't even, it's beyond slavery.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. That's the spirit.
Just beyond what you did. See, we can sit up here and complain about slavery, but really that was because what we did. But what about how you treated the earth? What about how far you took it in slavery? Cutting a man's rod off and putting it in his mouth. Having a man pop his mother. Beating Big Mama ass. Okay? Cutting a baby out of the womb and stomping on it. Performing, all right, medical procedures on Eve, so-called black women, without any anesthesia, man. Saying, well, they're strong, you know, they're black, they're strong. They'll be able to handle it.
Butt breaking. They got a kick out.
Butt breaking.
Boy.
But now the so-called black woman is all up the white man's ass. Like he's been this loving creature, and he's finna leave your ass out to dry.
Yep.
Yep. Verse 14 again. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
Right, they're gonna be through. Yeah, the Lord allowed them to flourish a little bit, but ultimately they're being multiplied for the purpose of captivity.
Yep.
He got them billions of dollars. They got them bunkers.
Yep.
The Lord set them up on high just to judge their ass, man.
Right.
Just like Pharaoh.
Okay, yeah. 16 and 17, here's the point. Though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on.
Right. We getting that gold.
Yep.
Okay? Again, the sinner shall not escape with his spoils, man. You want to say something?
Yeah, just to back up what the elders going into. Esau Edom right now, he's in his heaven.
Right.
He's in his high place. All right, he can't be touched by the rest of the world right now, man. Okay? That's why, there's a reason for that. Romans the 9th chapter. Yahweh Shemal Shah put Esau Edom in his position over the earth right now because he wants to come back and show his power in the earth like he did in ancient Egypt, man. That's why the Lord likens Babylon the Great also as the ancient Egypt as well. Okay? Why he tells you that in Ezekiel was at 37, I believe, about the reason why the Lord is going to come back and do the things in the earth like he's going to do, to glorify his name, not just for our sakes, all right, but to glorify his name again throughout all the earth, throughout all the known world again, so the Lord's name can be praised. You know?
You have this guy, Hassan the Great. I'm Polynesian. What tribe would I belong to? It's a possibility you can be an Israelite, but the Polynesians will be Japhetic. The Japhetic people, Japhet. Okay? Which is one of the sons of Noah. The Japhetic people, the Polynesians, Samoans, and so forth. The Asians. Many Asians, but the Tongans and so forth, those are the Japhetic people. But if you're watching this video, right, and you're listening and you've been listening and you calling on the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and you fervently believe, you could be an Israelite. Even if you have grown up identifying as a African, a Samoan, Polynesian, ultimately Jake is going to be drawn to this word by the Spirit. And Jake has been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. But the Polynesian people typically will be Japhetic. Okay?
I just want to read these two quotes from Trump concerning slavery, and I believe it was either today or yesterday, about the Smithsonian. It says, President Trump accused the Smithsonian Institution on Tuesday, so that was today, on Salakia, of focusing too much on how bad slavery was and not enough on the brightness of America, as his administration conducts a wide-ranging review of the content in its museum exhibits.
And we told you that Esau's going to tap back into his pseudoscience.
That's right.
Yeah.
See? And immediately when Trump and what's this dude, Elon got in there, that's what they tapped into. That's what they've tapping back into.
Yep.
Okay, and if you don't know what it is, ultimately it's science that ultimately justified the colonial periods and the brutal sword that they brought upon the world. They justified it by science, by different research. Darwin, Blumenbach, there's a bunch of Edomite devils who ultimately, that you can go back to the Age of Enlightenment. Okay, but a lot of that pseudoscience is really what controls the mind of the people today.
Big Bang Theory.
The big and pretty much within that, the whole IQ system, intelligence quotient, the Israelites, all right, are pretty much on the lowest of the totem pole. The reason you're at the bottom is because you're naturally sinkers. The reason they say the reason Jake can't swim because naturally they're sinkers. Basically, it's written in your genetic code to be a loser.
Right.
You're subhuman. You're 3/5 of a human being. It's not racism. It's science.
Yeah.
So ultimately, you got eugenics, right? That's an aspect of pseudoscience where, what does Eugene mean? Eugene means what? Royal. Okay? And pretty much, they're the royal seed. And they got to get rid of the weeds in the garden that are ruining the earth. So this is why it would justify them putting Planned Parenthoods in Jake's neighborhood. This is what justified the brutal, harsh treatment of the Native Americans. And you got certain of these Edomites that are tapping back into it like, yeah, we destroyed them Native Americans. Yeah, we destroyed you niggas because ultimately you're subhuman.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't even have a will. That's what he said about the Native Americans. You didn't even have a will. So yeah, we destroyed you, but look what you got as a result. You got a cell phone, you got the internet, you got McDonald's, niggas. What are you complaining about? You stupid niggas wasn't doing nothing with the land.
Right.
That's pseudoscience. It justifies the brutal, wicked behavior that they've done. And it's deeper than that. But that's just a small aspect of it. This is why they can put Planned Parenthood, because basically, we don't need these niggas shouldn't be on earth. So let's kill off as much of them as we can, and they shouldn't repopulate. They shouldn't be fruitful and multiply because they only breed more ignorant niggas into the earth. The bell curve, it's all kind of shit that they have written as basically a science, but ultimately it's the standard of what people believe.
Yeah.
Even Jake believes that about themselves. This is why Jake got such a low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is the second part. This is Trump. It says the Smithsonian is out of control, where everything discussed is how horrible our country is, which it is, how bad slavery was, and how unaccomplished the downtrodden have been. Nothing about...
Because you can't look at the tribes and say what Esau did to them has nothing to do with where they are today.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jake is all effed up, but we have to account, okay, even Esau being at the top, he had close to 300 years of free labor.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to be at the top.
Yes.
But he makes a science. The reason I'm at the top is because I'm racially superior. I have a higher IQ. But then you're supposed to have a high IQ, but you circumcising children with your mouth. You're a pedo. You got children missing. You drink BLOD, the jab that you forced on people. None of your works give off this aura of really superiority.
Yeah.
The reason you are where you are is because the Lord put you there.
That's right.
But the scriptures say we got to get that basis of men. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
That Daniel.
What's that? The 400 peace treaties that he broke with the Native Americans.
Way more.
And then also what? The insurance policies that they took out on slaves when they worked Jake to death. They don't tell you that about them banks and how particular banks got their first go. I believe Citigroup. I believe that was the work of that was the hard contribution from Levi, and then how Esau got involved in the whole. Had no issues killing niggas. Just think about that. They was killing Jake and then taking out a policy out on your ass.
Yes.
And that's a historical context you can look up yourself.
I got this for you. Psalms 55:20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. You know what I'm saying?
That's and Esau, because he what? First and foremost, he broke what? The brotherly covenant. You broke the brotherly covenant. You've been wanting us on a platter ever since.
We got that.
Ever since we got that blessing. You know, and it shows, bro. It shows, bro. You could just the feeling's mutual, bro. The feeling's mutual. You know, evil. You know, eyes, pop out, when they see Jake in certain instances, like they can, the feeling's mutual. We got bigger fish to fry because we know Yahushua Mashiach is coming back and everything is ground level. Like the Elder Bond always goes into, everything is ground level. Everything is fair now. Everything is fair game for everybody now.
Right.
The middle class ain't nowhere to be found now.
True.
Yeah, so everything is on a level of fair game, baby.
And that's by design.
Yeah. Call the Lord Yahweh.
They've ruined the middle class, and even Edomites are suffering.
Right.
Yeah.
The working class Edomite is going to be the one to really kick the revolution off, man. The civil unrest. You got some more on that?
Oh yeah, come on, finish this up. This nigga said, nothing about success, nothing about brightness, nothing about the future. Mr. Trump said in a social media post, this country cannot be woke because woke is broke. We have the hottest country in the world, and we want people to talk about it, including in our museums.
Right, but they don't want to talk about how they got so great.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, basically, yeah, y'all talk so much about slavery and the bad things we did, but what about the good that came from it?
Yeah.
You see, that's basically the mindset of the Edomite.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then behind, all right, in his back pocket is pseudoscience and statistics. He's ready to just pull out of his ass
Yep.
to say, you know what I'm saying? He just, and once the Edomites start pulling out statistics, it's really, it's like, all right, man. Okay, 13% of the population does all of the crime. Jake, first of all, Jake is more than 13% of the population. Jake is the majority. See, in your pseudoscience, Jake is the minority, which really, that's a play on words.
Yep.
That's basically, because Jake outbreeds you Edomites. You Edomites ain't doing enough effing.
Nope.
Here it is, you got all of this money, you got all of this power, and the womb of your woman is weak. And you're not even popping them like that, because you're doing what? You're going around chasing little boys around.
Yep.
Little infants.
There was a study where, what was it, a few years ago, where they said that the white race was actually dying off faster than babies was being born.
And they know that. But they so proud, they push this notion of, okay, well, Jake is the minority. And then they got a lot of so-called Mexicans putting white on their applications. All right, and in the census thing, they have them identifying as white to up their numbers. But you Edomites are really small among the heathen, pursuant to the scriptures.
Yep.
So it's all a ploy, it's all a play on words. And see, what's going to happen is your pseudoscience ain't going to get you the victory. You think you get ready to be able to tap back into that and ultimately outmaneuver the Most High into believing that we're all just a bunch of degenerates, man.
Yep.
Got something?
Daniel,
Yeah, get that.
Daniel 4:17, it says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
See, the Most High rules in the kingdom of men. Okay? All of the kingdoms that have ruled, they rule because the Most High wanted them to rule. Okay? Go ahead.
And giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
Right. The basis of men rules the earth. Remember, the Lord told the serpent, on thy belly shall thou go, and thou shalt eat dust all the days of thy life. Basically, he's the lowest of the human race. He's the lowest on the totem pole, but he's the most crafty.
Yeah.
So the Lord has a crafty, low, base, demonic, okay, the kissing dogs in the mouth, just a complete freak.
Yeah.
Okay, someone who would give away his birthright for some uncooked chili rules the earth now. Okay, that's where you get your concept of fast food. Esau wants fast food. That really goes back to Rome. You can look up, basically fast food has a history in Rome.
Yep.
The world we live in is ruled by a bunch of sick, demonic children of Satan. The man of sin rules the earth.
Yeah.
And now everybody wants to point the finger at Jake, who really has no power. Because, I mean, again, we get on our people. Jake is wicked as hell, man. But at the end of the day, Jake doesn't, because they talk about this concept of black supremacy. There is no such thing as black supremacy in the system of Edomite supremacy. To be supreme, you have to own a bank. You have to have control over the quality of food. You have to have control over the quality of water. You have to have control over what education, all right, gets into the schools. You have to have control of what books are taught in schools. You have to have control over what goes onto the radio.
Yep.
You have to have control over entertainment.
Yep.
Yep.
We don't have that kind of power. Jake is subject to your BS. So you can set up, because a nigga is not, valuable hanging off a tree anymore, but a nigga is valuable to where he can give him a bunch of money and help pollute his people.
Yeah,
There you go.
push that bullshit.
Tyler Perry. In the back of the day, Tyler Perry would have been hanging from a tree, but now, let's put a dress on this nigga and have him be a Christian. Remember he was all a Christian.
Oh yeah, sure was. Yeah.
But he's got a dress on. So Jake is cheering it on the whole time. The Lord is angry at him.
Yeah.
And Esau knows that. So basically, he's made your culture, your entertainment, even Jake's music. It glorifies adultery, it glorifies murder, it glorifies everything that the Lord does not like.
Right.
And Esau knows that.
Yeah.
So then he can point at you and say, well, look at your people. I'm justified in conquerance. Get that scripture, Jeremiah 50. All that found them have devoured them.
Also, when you talk about Tyler Perry, you show all this stuff when he wearing dresses, and then every time you put someone in Hollywood and they get a name for themselves, they want to put them in the dress. That's showing shame. Now, when you look at today you have your YNs walking around with skirts on.
Skirts on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it comes out to.
With colorful Ugg boots.
Yeah.
This is like, bro, this is complete hell. See, this is complete hell for Israelites. And it's been known in history what Jacob been what making the best out of nothing, but that's a fucking excuse. You really just bowing to Satan, man. At this point.
Yep. There's no more excuse.
Yeah.
Right.
The Lord sent the prophets, so our people do have to pay. But how much more the one who gave them the bottle in the first place? So that he can look on their nakedness. The scriptures say, woe to him that giveth his neighbor a bottle so that he can look on his drunk, naked body. The same thing y'all say Bill Cosby did. You did that to nations. You gave them a wine. You gave them things that went against their moral code, and then you sat back and watched them decay and uprooted them and set up puppet governments. You sent economic hitmen. You're the top of the wicked.
Yeah.
You're the top of what a thug, a villain. Okay?
That's right, man.
You're the worst kind of person, man. And really this goes to the elites, because they're the most ruthless, man.
Yep.
Okay? We got that in Jeremiah?
Jeremiah
50 and
50 and
6.
6. My people have been lost sheep. The shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill.
And who are your shepherds? The civil rights leaders, man, who basically got you into walking in circles 40 years in the wilderness. Asking the so-called white man, can you sit by him? Then he get up and run from your ass and you cry, this white man don't want me to sit by him.
Yeah,
Could you accept me as the white man? That's a horrible culture to sit up there and cry after a person who clearly don't want nothing to do with your ass. So I can sit by you and that gives me life. That's your civil rights leaders.
That shit weak.
It's horrible.
And they still, when shit goes on, who do they put in front of the TV? Al Sharpton. This nigga, he ain't died. What's that? Maxine Waters?
Oh, he's still alive. Oh, man.
Nigga ain't gonna never die. It's gonna take the missiles. And she may still be with her and Oprah. You know, they still might be wiggling around. Then the Chariots gonna have to send fire.
Right.
It's gonna take a lot for them niggas to die, man. Them civil right hardback niggas, them niggas still here.
Yeah.
But the Esau set them up. Martin Luther the King. I know that hurts a lot of you Israelites, but Martin Luther the King was set up. Martin Luther the King. he was set up. His real name is Michael, but he was set up to lead you astray. He didn't believe in a resurrection, but he was all about a preacher, but he never brought out any scriptures. I have a dream. Well, again, that dream had nothing to do with prophecy.
But probably had something to do with his ass.
Yeah, and it was too late.
Yep.
Did he not tell Harry Belafonte?
Yeah.
You know, man, I felt I'd let my people into a burning house.
You sure in the hell did.
And then when he had that last that one of those interviews with that Edomite, he said, man, I think it's pretty unfair. You tell people to lace up their bootstraps, but you haven't given them any straps.
Right.
You know, loose paraphrasing, I believe that's what he said. You know, you ain't giving me nothing. You know what I'm saying? And when Jake does, like the elder goes into, when Jake does, hey, that's when the Lord intervenes and cuts that because Jake has been too comfortable here.
Yep.
Anytime Jake has need to step up, Jake has always did that. Jake has always been smarter, bigger, and stronger.
Right.
It just happens to be that we're in captivity right now.
And he made sure all of those civil rights leaders were into sodomy.
Damn.
Okay, Bayard Rustin,
Right.
Alex Baldwin. A lot of those women too they were all sodomites, freaks, idol worshipers. And the Lord looks down at that like my people are following a sodomite. And you think it sounds good, but ultimately your enemy has everything to do with all of the leaders he's giving you. Okay, the whole back to Africa, the whole being an African American, that came from two small hats. Franz Boas and Melville Herskovich were at the forefront of African American studies being taught in schools. Because while everybody else was saying you were 3/5 of a human being, everybody else was saying you were a subhuman, a monkey, said no. These two said what? All right, no, they're African. They do have a culture. Then they start showing the damn Discovery Channel with the hamlet with the bone and the lip. That's your people.
Crazy.
And Jake fell into the trap again. Although we did great things in Africa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, we was black. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We went off, but we also did great things in Africa. That's not ultimately our heritage.
No.
We're not Hamites. We were there as a scattering, and that's close to the Holy Land anyway.
Yep. And we got brothers over there, by the way.
That's it. That's it. You got a lot of Israelites over in Africa. But this whole concept of Africa, really, African American came from two small hats.
Yeah.
So it was just another way to lead you into a snare, but at the same time, make it liberating. This is the devil, man. The devil is able to make something sound good, but at the same time, lure your ass into a hole. What do you think he did to the Eve? Go ahead, brother.
Jeremiah 50:6. My people have been lost sheep. The shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place.
They've gone from mountain to hill to governments. And they forgot their resting place, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
All that found them have devoured them. And the adversary said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord.
See, all that found them have devoured them. And they say, we offend not because they're sinning against the Lord. Right. So he set you up in a sinful environment only to accuse you for being sinful.
Right.
And then make money off of it at the same time. Because America makes money off of black culture.
That's right.
Okay, they hate niggas, but what type of music is playing at halftime? Trap music.
Yep.
They're going to the commercial, trap music. But they hate niggas.
Yeah. And even when you don't have hip hop, what? You got pop, which is Jake. Popular music.
Shit, trash.
Yeah.
All music, right?
Yeah.
Super Bowl, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
The niggas are the Crip walking on stage.
Yeah.
But okay, why haven't you basically banned that culture?
Excellent.
If you hate it so goddamn much.
Excellent.
Why haven't rap music been banned off of YouTube since you hate it so goddamn much? You tired of niggas being niggas.
Yeah.
Why is all of this filth available to them? Because if you take these same little monsters we see in the streets and you reverse their diet, you teach them who they really are, they will be upstanding citizens.
Put them in nature.
Put them in nature.
Yeah.
Take them out of them stupid ass classroom, prisons.
Yeah.
I can't stand that shit.
See? But the beauty is the witchcraft didn't work on the elect.
That's right.
Only for so long, but the Lord snatched us up out of that, man. Now y'all mad. Okay, you had something, Kawan?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna finish it.
No,
You got
no,
another verse fast. Jeremiah 57. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversary said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, hope of their fathers.
See, look, they're going off. He could always pull Chicago out of his back pocket. You get on Esau, man, you a pedophile, you a freak. Well, look what your people doing in Chicago.
Right.
Look at Pookie and Ray Ray. Then he start getting into the statistics. Basically, that's his out.
Yeah.
You know, well, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna get you out of your judgment, man.
Yeah.
But Pookie and Ray Ray gonna get judged too.
Yep. Right with your ass.
Rarick and other heathens, because Psalms 83 tell you that they're going to be under him, because when you go into Psalms 83, it says your enemies, they what? They're going to make atonement, they're going to basically be over you. And it starts with Esau Edom. He the one that grabbed that band together with these other heathens and said, let's keep these people down.
Right.
You know? And then, like I said, that can go into where they said devour them, with the Luke 16 with Lazarus and the rich man.
Right.
Those what they do to devour you. We down low and what they do. Those dogs that was licking
Licking the
wounds.
wounds.
Yeah.
They set up different stores in your neighborhood and
Mhm.
feed you nothing but poison, man. Malt liquor,
Yeah.
half of Tampas, BDs, remember BDs? Grape swishers.
No.
Okay, go walk into your hood store or gas station and look at the options available.
Yeah.
Because it's very interesting because those people come from what? An Islamic background.
Right.
Yeah,
And why is there a sausage patty and a biscuit available?
right.
Right.
See?
Yeah.
But again, Esau sets them up, gives them loans to further oppress your ass in your own neighborhoods.
That's right.
See?
Benaiah sent that video where this Jake was in the hood at, I think it was the churches or something. He said, I'll give you $100 to eat a piece of your chicken. And they would not do it. You know? Because they in your hood, they giving you poison, but they ain't finna go behind you and eat that.
Yeah.
But they don't give it to you, they're gonna serve you, but they can go go up the street where they live, away from where you live, and they're gonna eat in a place that, you know, not so bad. But they ain't gonna eat the bullshit that's feeding you.
We gonna pop up in that same spot because we try to refrain from that bullshit ourselves.
Yeah, this man is the pure devil.
He's the devil, bro.
Yeah.
You know, but he is so crafty that it's like you can't really point the finger at him unless you're in the spirit.
Yeah.
You know, but now people are waking up to him.
Yeah.
You know, the man of sin is being revealed. You have something?
Yeah. Just going in on Esau. I have a few verses. You know, this Psalms 73 and verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Speak on that. Or
You got it. Whoever else.
I got you. Psalm 73 and verse 3 again. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. You know, just to further go into on the point of what the elders are going into with, you know, with Esau Edom. You know, yes, he's on top right now. He has the earth in his hand. He has the sons of God in his hand, man.
Yep.
Okay, and he's speaking that same language, the same lofty speaking that ancient Pharaoh was talking, man. Like I got these people. I ain't letting them.
Lazy.
Yep. He called Jake lazy, but he ain't willing to let him go.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Pharaoh called Jake lazy.
Yep.
That's what he said. The only reason them niggas want to be free because they lazy.
Yeah.
What's the same mentality Esau got?
Yeah.
Yep.
And the same mentality that the Hamites come over here with too. And then some Jake who comes from the Caribbeans, I always heard to stay away from y'all lazy, this and that. How do you think America continuously runs, bro?
That's right.
You know, like we say, bro, we gonna get on the 2/3. We gonna get on our people, cause this is true love. Now we get on 2/3 of our people from the Latinos, Native Americans, so-called blacks, Jamaicans, and Haitians, and so forth, Dominicans, you know, Puerto Ricans, and so forth. But guess what? Jake make the world go round.
Yep, y'all will lose your damn mind. If every nigga left and went to Mars and lived there, Esau would lose his freaking mind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He coming.
He would come.
He coming.
Where you going? He would lose it.
All those fast food stores, all these Walmarts, all these Family Dollars, all these shoe stores, everything you got going to your high-end luxury stuff. Jake be the best sales representatives, bro. And that's just fact, bro. Just like the elder said, if Jake is like, you know, we gonna hang it up and go somewhere else, he's gonna be right there, bro.
He would be there.
Yeah.
Okay, you the soul food spot. Esau's there. He's everywhere Jake is.
Always.
Okay?
That nigga pops up, bro.
In Psalm 73, 5-9. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. You know, just go and point, you know, the elder from LA, you know what I'm saying, when he was here last night, he was pretty much going into his older job situation. I ain't gonna go into it, but you know, pretty much it was on some, as we all know, Jake is the first one's fired, last one's hired.
Yep.
But Esau, you know, at the workplace, and then can do damn near anything he want.
He losing now, though.
Yeah, he losing now.
Yeah.
But you know, in the past times, hell, Esau can, you know, lead a job, come right back, you know, do what the fuck ever he wants.
Yeah.
And then the scripture says as well, he's not in trouble as other men. Why? Because Yahweh Shemal Shai has set him up to rule over the planet Earth.
Right.
You know?
He was untouchable. The scriptures say only he now will let until he's taken out of the way. So the Lord has let you Edomites get to where you are only to be called out and then judged.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, according to the law, is honestly correct about Trump
Yeah.
and his presidency. Nigga did the fool with the the insurrection,
Yep.
January 6th.
Yeah.
Then he had all them felonies, some hoes got dismissed, and he came back like Pop, you know? Fresh out of jail. Out on bail, fresh out of jail. Still a step on the suit. Oh, man.
Yeah, he's starting to see that his rulership is slipping away.
Yeah.
You know, people like say he's going to be revealed, and now people are pointing towards him. He keeps trying to distract him and pointing to these different things that he's trying to. Diddy, look at Diddy. Don't look at what we're doing.
He's good at that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, once he start getting caught, all kind of shootings every day with 33, 6.
Yeah.
All kind of like, bro, damn. He's very crafty, bro. And now all of a sudden, the Epstein found none of that matters anymore. We got to get these niggas.
Yeah.
The hood.
I think Giselle Maxwell, was she about to walk or something?
Yeah.
Due to some type work release type shit, whatever they got going on. And she was the one, she was the middleman.
Right.
Yeah.
Women, when you deal with these pedo rings, women are pretty much the biggest part of it because they set up these a modeling agency or something. And basically, like that movie, it was a movie that came out where they kind of exposed it, but a woman was at the forefront of luring it. It'd be women that they be having certain women, pretty women, soft voice. All right, we're gonna do this. Take your children, and ultimately they're the ones who smuggle the children to the men.
Demons.
So the so-called white woman ain't innocent either, man.
That's right.
The so-called white woman is one of the biggest devils on the earth.
That's right.
She's Satan. She ain't this standard of righteousness. The so-called white woman is a damn demon, man.
That's right.
Okay? They were putting hell on Jake, lying on Jake in slavery.
Yeah.
Emmett Till was lied on.
The hell, a lot of people try to make the white woman out to be this beacon of peace, but they be taking niggas' money too, getting half.
Yeah.
They're number one in that shit. They taught the black woman how to marry a nigga and get all his money.
Right.
Where do you think they learned it from? The white woman.
That's right.
It's a fallacy to me.
That's right.
I get it, they're a little softer, but that's the devil, man. I can't do it.
I got like 2 more verses out there. If you want, okay, kind of.
So I could do it, but I'm not just settle down and kissing no. I ain't kissing no Edomite. I'm not dealing. I'd rather just. I can't do it.
It's right to the kingdom, bro.
Even I'm gonna be dealing with the tribe in the kingdom. I ain't worried. The heathen, I have what I have. But I want to connect with I want to get that back right with our women. Go ahead.
Psalms.
And I know brothers looking at
me like,
I don't care. You can't tell me what to like. Grown ass man. Everybody got their own flavor. It's my flavor.
Oh yeah, we gonna be bros rocking with our women now, but we truly gonna be in unison in the kingdom.
Right, but the wicked of our women, the ghetto, the ghetto gal, the ratchet, all y'all can die.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with women like that. But the Edomite woman, that's a demon right there, man.
Yeah.
Then you have a child by her, her morals all fucked up.
Yeah.
Edomite women are a piece of work, man. It won't be food. They got the soft voice, but the Edomite woman is the devil, man.
Got a lot of Jake killed.
Yeah, did a lot of wickedness, and still to this day. Got a lot of blood on their hand.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, shit. Jake be saying that they're not gonna deal with the Israelite woman in the kingdom for the first 1,000 years. Like, it sounds good until the Lord.
I mean, when the Lord put the Spirit on us, none of that division ain't gonna be there anywhere.
Yeah.
I get it though, because some brothers, you hear their stories, they've been through some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't went through some of the shit certain brothers went through. You know what I'm saying? I hear a certain brother's story. I get why you so mad and scream. But
the Lord beautified them.
Yeah, once the Lord get everything in order, we gonna do what we do, but it's gonna be the tribes are gonna be back together.
Yeah. Psalms 73, 8 and 9. Just to land back of that article you brought out earlier. They are corrupt. Verse 8. They are corrupt and they speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouths against the heavens and their tongue walketh through the earth.
Yeah.
Because you just like that article you brought out. Esau ain't really regarding slavery no
He
more.
don't give a fuck.
He say, man, fuck that shit, get over it. It didn't happen to you, but through this truth and us coming into this truth and understanding reincarnation, nigga, that was us and that was you too.
Yeah.
You was putting belt to ass to Jake 200-300 years, in a row.
Yeah.
And you think that the Most High Yahweh. And then Yahweh Shai just overlooked that and said, "Oh yeah, I ain't gonna never touch them. I ain't gonna never get them back."
Yeah.
No, nigga.
Yeah.
You touch the apples of the Lord's eye, man. You touch the holy people. It's gonna be a payback, nigga, and it's gonna be a harsh one.
So now all that he did now is catching up to him. You've been running all this time. Now that shit just catching up with your ass.
Well, the hand is on the hill.
Yep.
Yep. Exactly.
And then if you notice, when they had these presidential races, y'all niggas is basically a contest when it comes to the minorities, the marginalized group, the Jakes, who treated niggas the worst. They'll mention what's that Central Park 5 Central Park 5 that Trump has something to do with, and having them having them brought on charges and sent to the penitentiary.
Right.
Then what? Then Biden, what they did with the crime bill and the Clintons, and then how Biden was a fool in his heyday.
Yep.
All are responsible for you, Jake, being effed up.
That's right. Oh, and that's perfect. That's a perfect segue. This is
Then
Isaiah.
somebody hold Jeremiah 51 and the GNT start at 20.
This is Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22. I'm gonna read it in the NLT. But his own people have been robbed and plundered, enslaved, imprisoned, and trapped. They are fair game for anyone and have no one to protect them, no one to take them back home.
Man.
And if that's not like straight, clear cut to the point, I don't know what is, man. Because just like that statement I made earlier, bro, everybody comes over here, and then once they get around Jake or a particular, Israelite, men or, who productive or on a purpose, oh man, like, bro, we went to the same weak ass school system and college education system these Edomites, bro. There's nothing special here, bro. There's nothing special here. It's just that what's special here is the Israelites. It's just that we've been downtrodden, like Trump talked about in that article as well. Oh, they want to talk about the downtrodden. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, we are the downtrodden, but guess what? That things are about to change, man.
Yep.
Things are about to change, and like the elder said, that's why they're holding on to this whole "Make America Great Again," this whole so-called kumbaya. Like, bro, when the Lord come over us, bro, it ain't gonna be no bringing together. It's separation, baby. Point blank, period, man.
Yep.
What verses did you want?
Start at 20. Jeremiah in the 51 and 20 in the GNT.
I got you. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 20. The Lord says, Babylonia, you are my hammer.
Say Babylon when you see that.
Jeremiah 51 and verse 20. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua says, Babylon, you are my hammer, my weapon of war.
See, the Most High used Babylon as a hammer, as a sword. Okay? The wicked, which is thy sword. Babylon was used as a means to punish, crush, pollute, because Satan's vibration had to be set up in the earth as a lesson unto us. Go ahead.
Continuation on verse 20. I use you to crush nations and kingdoms. 21. To shatter horses and riders, to shatter chariots and their drivers, to kill men and women, to slay old and young, to kill boys and girls.
And they still doing it unto this day. Okay, the Edomite could sit and talk about peace with a suit on. Meanwhile, people don't know bombs are dropping every 20 seconds. Every 20 minutes, bombs are dropping by the hands of Babylon. All over the world, man. The small hats, we see what they're about. Now they talking about we taking the whole Gaza Strip. And America justifies that. You Christians justify that. They're justified in waging war and taking that land because they're the children of Abraham, right? But we can't even stand on a street corner without you coming up to us, pestering us, because we're saying we're the Israelites. But then you say, according to your theology, replacement theology, the church has been replaced now with all of everybody who believes in Jesus.
Right.
So what's wrong? Why can't we be Israelites then?
Yeah.
Can't tell me what to believe,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They want to tell you what to believe. They
Boy.
ultimately, these Edomites like Vocab Malone, they're used to you believing what they say.
Mm-hmm.
To see you stepping outside of that box and leaning on the Lord on your own makes them uncomfortable. And they have to restore that supremacy, but it ain't working no more.
It's a disruption to their plan. You cause disruption to anything, they go nuts.
They go nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And Esau has a rulership mentality.
Mm-hmm.
He's used to you walking to his tomb. So to see you saying, "Nah, I'm an Israelite. I ain't black. I'm not, celebrating Christmas." That's putting it, because sin is the biggest business in the world.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think gets these Edomites the most money? It's sin.
Yep.
If you really want to, that's the biggest business going on in the earth.
Yep.
So to see Israelites turning from it, he like, oh, who the hell this nigga think? It's basically like you're a runaway slave.
Mm-hmm.
When a runaway slave was caught, they were tortured and branded. He put his mark on them to basically say, nigga, you my property. He wants to do that with the elect. He looks at us and he hates to hear us say we're special. Here it is, when we were calling ourselves niggas, black, African American, colored, all these different things, the world didn't give a damn. But you call yourself an Israelite,
Yeah.
Problems there.
he pulling up.
Yeah.
And why hasn't Christianity had where's Christianity's issue with black culture? If anything, y'all benefited off of black culture.
Yeah.
You go into these churches, especially the black church, black culture is the standard of how they move. Y'all haven't condemned that culture, but y'all want to condemn us. Go ahead, brother.
Kind of. Verse 22 again in Jeremiah 51. To kill men and women, and to slay old and young, to kill boys and girls, to slaughter shepherds and their flocks, to slaughter farmers and their plow horses, to crush rulers and high officials. The verse 24. The Lord Yahweh Shemhal says, you will see me repay Babylon and its people for all that evil they did to Jerusalem.
See that? You're going to be paid back. Go ahead.
Babylon, you are like a mountain that destroys the whole world. But I, the Lord, Yahweh, am your enemy.
I'm your enemy. The Lord is your enemy.
Yeah.
The Lord is the enemy of America. See that? And see y'all sitting up here praying, acting like y'all, we're going to make America Christian again. But the whole damn time you got transhumanists, scientists, all of these freaks and weirdos passing legislation at the forefront of what the direction is going. This place ain't godly. America never was. Now, you look at early America, they tried to be a little Christian. Some of the commercials even warned about pedophiles. They were against women smoking cigarettes and wearing certain. But once Alfred Kinsey got in that thing and the sexual revolution, oh my goodness. This place went completely downhill, man. Because you have some Edomites that just wanted to be at the top and dominate all of the nations and Jake and just live and, have their shit. But then you had a small group that said, we want everything, the small hats. And this is where you see the divide, Esau, Edom, the everyday American Edomite. Some of them are mad at the small hats. Because basically he ran off with the blessing. See? And now you regular everyday Edomites, this white supremacy thing, whatever, okay, what does it benefit you now? Except bragging and having a flag and screaming. Right. Now, Trump is pretty much for to give you $50,000 a year to kick some ass. Okay, but ultimately, what do you get what's your reward as an Edomite here in America? You a loser. You broker than us, a lot of you Edomites. Go ahead. So the Lord ain't gonna bless America, man. Go ahead.
This is middle of verse 24. I will take hold of you, level you to the ground, and leave you in ashes. None of the stones from your ruins will ever be used again for building.
Now, this chapter is a letter that Jeremiah wrote to the captives at Babylon, and he sent it by Sariah, all right, which I believe that was Ezra's brother, all right, and ultimately he went and when he went to pay tribute, Zedekiah went to pay tribute, Sariah went with him, and Jeremiah gave him chapter 50 and 51 to basically take to the captives at Babylon and read it to them. Now, as we're reading this didn't happen to that Babylon.
Nah.
The Neo-Babylonian Empire was just a few infighting, and the Medes and Persians, pretty much took down the Neo-Babylonian Empire. It wasn't a war to where the Neo-Babylonian Empire, which is the region of Iraq, was burned to a crisp.
Right.
So what is this talking about? This letter was written for us right here, right now. Jeremiah wrote this for us. Go ahead.
Continuation. You will be like a desert forever. I, the Lord Yahweh, have spoken it.
See, you will be a desert forever. Iraq ain't a desert right now.
Right.
Nope.
That's where the ancient Neo-Babylonian Empire was. Go ahead.
Verse 27. Give the signal to attack. Blow the trumpet so that the nations can hear. Prepare the nations for war against Babylon. Tell the kingdoms of Ararat.
That's Turkey. All right, Ararat, Turkey. Go ahead.
Menonai.
Right, that's Armenia.
And Ashkenazis.
Germany. All of these different nations are going to side with Russia, man. Okay? Go ahead.
To attack. Appoint an officer to lead the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Bring up the horses like a swarm of locusts.
Right, go ahead.
Prepare the nations for war against Babylon. Send for the kings of Media.
Right, the kings of Media, that's speaking to Russia, because when you look at a USSR map, okay, the Medes ruled in that region.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not talking about the ancient Medial Empire, which were, the Medes were,
Japhet, right?
they were Japhet. The Medes were Japhet. This is talking about ultimately Russia, who's ruling out of that area, and all of these different nations are going to side with Russia. Right now, you got Trump talking about he's going to sit down with Putin and try to come to peace. Ain't going to be no peace.
No, sir.
Okay, it ain't going to work. It's not written in prophecy for that to work.
Right.
We're reading here, all of these nations are going to appoint themselves a captain, for Russia is going to be the captain, okay, and they ultimately go side with her. They go side with the bear. And what's going to happen is those small hats are going to lead America to a conflict they wish they didn't get into.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Go ahead.
Send for the kings of Media, their leaders and officials, and the armies of all the countries they control.
And y'all can look up the map yourself. Just even if we have ChatGPT get asked, is Russia in the area of where the ancient Medes ruled? Or is it in the same area as Russia? And you'll see, Go ahead.
Verse 29. The earth trembles and shakes because the Lord Yahweh is carrying out his plan to make Babylon a desert.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that plan was back then. That's why you go to Revelation 4:11. It said he created all things. This place was created for this very reason the brother reading right now.
That's it.
You got it out.
Verse 29 again. The earth trembles and shakes because the Lord Yahweh is carrying out his plan to make Babylon a desert where no one lives.
So that's how you know this ain't happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're an Edomite scholar and say, well, this is the Neo-Babylon, the Nebuchadnezzar. Well, wait a minute. People were living there
Yep.
after,
Yep.
So this is a future prophecy for now. Go ahead.
Verse 30. The Babylonian soldiers have stopped fighting and remain in their forts. They have lost their courage and have become helpless.
Right, because they're sodomites. They're soft.
Mm-hmm.
That stoutness that America once had, they lost it now. They still have the power of the sword, but the Lord is only going to weaken this place and weaken this place and weaken this place, man. Y'all going to be through.
Yep.
Your allies going to turn on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, America is not getting ready to be blessed. It's not getting ready to be made great again. Go ahead.
Be blessed with the fire.
Right.
The city gates are broken down and the houses are on fire. Messenger after messenger runs to tell the king of Babylon that his city has been broken into from every side.
It's going to be through. And this is what's coming now. Jump to verse 35.
Okay, verse 35 in Jeremiah 51. Let the people of Zion say, may Babylon be held responsible for the violence done to us?
See that?
Yes, sir.
Read that again.
Verse 35 again. Let the people of Zion say, may Babylon be held responsible for the violence done to us?
See? May Babylon be held responsible for the violence done to us. So what we're saying is a righteous thing, man. Go ahead.
Let the people of Jerusalem say, may Babylon be held responsible for what we have suffered.
See that? You see that? Go ahead.
Verse 36. And so the Lord Yahweh said unto the people of Jerusalem, I will take up your cause and will make your enemies pay for what they did to you. I will dry up the source of Babylon's water and make its rivers go dry.
Right. It's good. Things ain't gonna flow, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead.
That country will become a pile of ruins where wild animals live. It will be a horrible sight. No one will live there, and all who see it will be terrified. The Babylonians all roar like lions and growl like lions' cubs. Are they greedy? I will prepare them a feast and make them drink and happy. They will go to sleep and never wake up. I will take them to be slaughtered like lambs, goats, and rams. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai has spoken.
Woo! I mean, and he only, just read a little bit more.
Okay.
He only goes further and
Lord
further
going
and
in.
further, man. You know, and again, this letter was written to the captives at Babylon. All right, and as a matter of fact, it's somewhere in this chapter where it goes into that. Just keep reading and I'll find it.
No, I got you. Verse 41, the Lord says about Babylon, the city that the whole world praised has been captured. What a horrifying sight Babylon has become to the nations. The sea has rolled over Babylon and covered it with warm waters. The towns have become a horrifying sight and are like waterless desert where no one lives or even travels.
See that? So this is how you know this ain't happened yet. Because Iraq, people are there.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna say something?
I was following in the KJV,
Mm-hmm.
and I was seeing that Shashak, and when you go into the Strongs for that
What scripture? What,
verse, my bad.
yeah, read the verse in the King James.
Okay.
I didn't get it.
So like, it was verse 41 where you was at.
Okay.
It says, how is Shashak taken? And that Shashak is referring to Babylon. That's another name, but it's also called fine linen, relating to a goddess. So it's further proves we under that, under that what's that feminine vibration, Queen of Heaven vibration.
Yeah, that's heavy here.
Yeah. So with Babylon, with that, it's confusion, right? Do we not been seeing a hella videos of skirts and Ugg boots with niggas with muscle shirts on?
Right.
Yep.
Yep. Did you want to get the word?
Oh yeah. This is Shashak in the Lashawan Kodash. It's in Strong's H8347. The outline biblical usage, thy fine linen, another name for Babylon, apparently taken from the goddess Shak. Yeah, so the Strong's definition of foreign derivation, a symbolic name of Babylon.
Yep, the mother of all harlots. Earlier in the 50, he calls it Marathaim,
Yep.
which speaks to bitter, America.
Yeah.
You know, ultimately, Jeremiah named this place in prophecy. Marathaim, Mara, Amargo.
Yep.
All right, that's what America means, bitter.
Yep.
It's an Italian word.
America,
Vespucci, right?
Yep.
The Lord had a spirit on him to be that name, and this was named America, which Amargo means bitter.
Yep.
But Jeremiah calls it Marathaim. See that?
Yeah.
So America is in the scriptures.
America is in the scriptures, man.
Life's a bitch.
Double, and it means double rebellion, man. Mara, you know? Go ahead. Go jump to 44.
Oh yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. Verse 44, I will punish Baal, the god of Babylon, and make him give up his stolen goods. The nations will not worship him anymore.
Right. Satan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead.
Babylon's walls have fallen. People of Israel want to run away from there. Run for your life from my fierce anger. Do not lose courage or be afraid because of the rumors you hear.
Right.
Every year a different rumor spreads. Rumors of violence in the land, and of one king fighting another.
Yep. Jump to verse 50.
Kind of.
So this is where we are. This is all prophecy. Read this whole chapter though,
GNT,
Jump to 50,
yeah.
and then we'll read a little bit of that, and then we'll get a little bit more, and we'll close out.
Kind of. The outlined message before verse 50 here in the GNT is God's message to the Israelites in Babylon. Verse 50, the Lord Yahweh says to his people in Babylon, you have escaped death. Now go, don't wait. Though you are far from home, think about me.
See, though you are far from home, think about me. All right, and ancient Babylon wasn't really far from home like that. It
No.
wasn't really far from Jerusalem like that. We're far from home now because we're in the uttermost parts of the world in the modern day Babylon. Go ahead.
God. Your Lord Yahweh Bashim Hawashai, and remember Jerusalem. You say we've been disgraced and made ashamed. We feel completely helpless because foreigners have taken over the holy places in the temple.
Go ahead.
So then I say that the time is coming when I will deal with Babylon's idols, and the wounded will groan throughout the country. Even if Babylon could climb to the sky and build a strong fortress there, I will still send people to destroy it. I, the Lord, have spoken.
Right. So your Palantir, all of this, crap you got for this golden dome Trump is boasting in. You're all gonna lose. Jump to 57.
Come. Verse 57. I will make its rulers drunk, men of wisdom, leaders and soldiers. They will go to sleep and never wake up.
Drunk. Look at Trump. Look at
Bye.
Biden. Look at
All of
Musk.
Yeah.
Klaus Schwab. Look at them. They're drunk.
Yeah. Drunk off power.
Drunk off power. Drunk off pride to the point where they're just crazy.
Yeah. Them niggas loud.
They wild. Edomite. This is a savage.
Savage and rulership.
Go ahead.
I, the king, have spoken. I, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Hawashai, Almighty. The walls of mighty Babylon will be thrown to the ground, and its towering gates burned down.
Right, now jump to 52. This is what I was talking about. We'll read a little bit of this and then whatever brother's got, we'll close out.
Con. Verse 52. Let's see.
So this whole letter, Jeremiah 50 and 51, some of 49, was this is what Jeremiah wrote it for. Read that.
It's chapter 52.
Yep.
Okay.
51. Yep. I said verse 52.
Okay, this is Jeremiah 52 and 1. Zedekiah was 21 years old when he became king of Judah.
Wait, it's got to be in 51. Hold up. No, jump to 59. I'm Salakia.
Okay.
Jeremiah 51 and 59.
Okay, I got you. King Zedekiah's personal attendant.
Right, it said Jeremiah's message is sent to Babylon. Go ahead.
Yep. King Zedekiah's personal attendant was Sariah, the son of Neriah.
Right, now somebody, if you can, look up Ezra's father's name. Yep. Keep going.
And grandson of Maaseiah.
Because I believe this was Ezra's brother. I believe. I forget. I was reading, doing the research, but start over, Baba Shah.
No, it's all good.
Yep.
Verse 59.
You found it? What is it? What's his name?
Sariah.
Okay. Verse 59 again. King Zedekiah's personal attendant was Sariah, the king of the son of Neriah.
So his father's name ain't Neriah?
It says in the
Okay,
Bible, Ezra's father is identified as Sariah.
All right.
Ezra is also described as a descendant of Aaron.
Right, but it was somebody who this brother was related to, but we ain't got to worry about that now. I'll do a lesson going into it, but go ahead.
Time. Verse 59 again. King Zedekiah's personal attendant was Sariah, the son of Neriah, and the grandson of Messiah. In the 4th year that Zedekiah was king of Judah, Sariah was going to Babylon with him. And I gave him some instructions, and I wrote in a book an account of all the destruction that will come on Babylon.
See that? He wrote all of that we just read. You go ahead.
As well as these other things about Babylon, I told Sariah, when you get to Babylon, be sure to read aloud to the people everything that is written here. Then pray, the Lord Yahweh, you have said that you would destroy this place so that there would be no living creature in it. neither people nor animals, and it would be like a desert forever. Sariah, when you finish reading this book to the people, then tie it to a rock and throw it into the Euphrates River and say, this is what will happen to Babylon. It will sink and never rise again.
So wait a minute, Sariah got to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He got to be here today because none of this happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So here it is. Jeremiah wrote all of these woes that's going to come up on Babylon while we're in the Neo-Babylonian captivity. And he said, when you get to Babylon, read this to the captives there. But then when you read it, it ain't talking about anything that happened to the ancient Neo-Babylonian Empire. It's reading about something that's happening here.
Yep.
That's heavy, man.
That's right.
Yeah, those are like things that are written aforetime, written for our learning. Those are something for us to receive in this present time.
Right. Okay, I think it was Baruch's brother. Okay, yeah, that was Baruch's brother.
Okay, Sariah was Baruch.
Sariah was Baruch's brother.
Okay.
Yep.
Shit, two scribes.
Yep.
It makes sense because remember Baruch wrote in chapter 2 that they should wake up in the land and praise the Lord's name.
Mm-hmm.
So all that time, man, that's crazy, bro.
They basically
They
were
remember
his
themselves.
secretaries. Yeah.
Mhm.
They were Jeremiah's secretaries and scribes. You know? So Sariah got to be here today.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Reading this, Jeremiah.
Because he prophesied too.
He prophesied. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. These letters were literally written for us. When you read 50 and 51, it's not tied into what happened in the Neo-Babylonian Empire. And these scholars, man, you listen to some of you read them, and they really trying to act like, Nebuchadnezzar, this, and that. They don't get it. The spirit ain't with them.
That's why I know Shakespeare, bro. This is real life. These people existed back on earth today.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, like Isaiah 47 says, stand now with thine enchantments, man. And let's see, just finish off with that. Stand now with thine enchantments. Because we go see if the pseudoscience, the lies, and the angle you're trying to go to blame Jake is going to get you out of what we just read.
Yeah.
It ain't going to work. Okay? You ain't going to be able to point the finger at Pookie, Ray Ray, and Keisha, and then all of a sudden you get to go off scot-free into your New World Order. No. Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of childish.
Sit your ass down. It's time for you Edomites to sit your ass down.
That's right.
It's time for the elites of this world to be put in chains.
Yep.
That's what needs to happen.
That's right.
Those are the true thugs and niggas that need to be stopped. Pookie and Ray Ray got to be stopped. Don't get it twisted. But the real thug that needs to be stopped is you Edomites, man. The elites in specific.
That's right.
Okay? Big Pharma, those guys.
Yeah. The Trilateral Commission, them niggas.
Because you got to think, their crimes are on a whole nother level. Even with the Ovid in 2020, that was a crime.
Oh yeah.
You know how many people's lives were ruined behind that? And they were just sitting up on the news lying, and then when it all fell, they go, well, we did mess up. No, nigga, that you ruined lives.
Right. Yeah.
Jake around here, man, scared to get boxed now.
Yeah.
Certain brothers. Certain brothers don't give a fuck.
Go on faith, brother. Go on faith, man.
It broke up families.
Bro.
It did a lot, bro.
It ruined a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's time for you to sit in the dust, man.
Yep.
That's right.
Let's just jump to the point. Stand now with thine enchantments.
Verse 12.
Moab too, yeah. All of you heathen, man. Y'all did a lot of wickedness, man. And again, you not gonna just be able to put the camera on the nigga and say these are the problem and just get away.
Yeah.
Nah. Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, jump to read verse 3 and 4.
Okay, 3 and 4, then jump to 12.
Yeah.
Okay, this is still in Isaiah chapter 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Verse 4.
Yep, the Lord's gonna meet you as an angelic power.
Yep.
Now they bringing out this 7 feet tall black alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that all about? what is where's that coming from? Because they get ready to say you niggas are an extraterrestrial threat and wage war on your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, because didn't Ronald Reagan, when he made named the Bible the book of the nation,
Right.
1983, I believe.
The Bible was the book of the land.
Yeah, book of the land, right?
Yep, and y'all don't follow it, man.
Terrible. This is still in Isaiah chapter 47, verse 4. As for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping down.
Let's go to 5 and 6.
5, 6. Verse 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness.
It's time for your ass to be grounded. America need to be grounded, man. Sit your ass in the dark. Go get on your knees. Remember getting on your knees back in the day?
Yeah.
Man, make my son get on your knees. He ain't gonna know what hit him. Go get on you next time. Go get on your knees. An hour. Remember that?
Yeah.
You have to just sit on your knees. That's what the Lord's fit to do with you Edomites. You've been wanting. You've been a badass kid in the earth, man. Then now all of a sudden we gonna get red dye out of the food.
Too late.
It's too late.
Too
Man,
late
you got
for that
cancer. Niggas dead.
But you taking out red dye, but you still spraying in there.
Right.
It don't make no sense.
Keep using that seasoning.
Yeah, just keep being a devil because you playing your part well.
Lowry seasoning. These niggas are dying cheering about the red dye. Gallbladder falling out. You people are dying. It's too late to try to make America healthy again.
Right.
Too late.
It's a joke. It's an enchantment. It's a snare to get you people to really buy into the NWO that they bring.
So,
Go ahead.
This is back in verse 5. Sit thou silent and
They got
get
stage
thee into
8 cancer cheering. Red dye. Teeth missing. Nigga, you are dying. That red dye, you might as well eat some more red dye.
yeah.
Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
Right. It's funny how America is always synonymous with a wicked woman. Because women have a way of doing wickedness and getting away with it.
Seduce you.
You know what I'm saying? And blinking and playing innocent and tears.
Yeah.
Those Edomite women tears and all of the tribe. Women, they have a way of doing wickedness and then crying. And the whole church, they get a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Well, now everybody's waking up to the woman. And Babylon's at the forefront of it. Go ahead.
Those extra snot bubbles ain't helping no more.
That ain't helping no
You know
more.
what I'm saying?
They'll be lying with the bubbles blowing. Right there it goes.
Verse 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand.
See, the Lord was mad at us.
Yep.
And he gave us into your hand. Go ahead.
That's right. Thou didst show them no mercy.
You didn't show no mercy.
Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
You even put hell on the elderly.
Yep.
Okay? That's effed up. But
Still doing
you
it.
look at some of our parents and grandmothers, if they're still alive, they're in hell.
Or they still working at
They gotta
75
work.
and 80 and shit.
Oh, I need a job. You can't even walk.
Nope.
Man. Verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
So you didn't think about the latter end of your actions. You thought your pseudoscience, your enchantments, your lies, your pride were just going to get you to the finish line and you won. But we're here to tell you something, nigga. No.
You got about the spirit.
Spirit is on your
It's
ass.
revealing your ass.
Yes, indeed. You can jump to
To verse 12.
Yep.
Gotcha. This is verse 12. Isaiah 47, verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Yep. The news is full of enchantments. It's full of diversions and snares and to get people really mad about something that ain't even, you know.
That ain't real.
It takes the focus off of the reality of what they're doing.
That's right.
Go ahead.
If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail.
Right. If so, you'll be able to profit and prevail and win.
Yep.
Read a little bit more.
Okay. Verse 13. Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels.
Mm-hmm.
Let now the astrologers the stargazers.
And they always got these meetings with all of these high-level
Yeah.
demons meeting together. What do you think that's them wearying in them councils, man, trying to figure out what to do next, how to stop the word. They seeing chariots.
Yep.
So Esau's he's not comfortable. That's why he's moving in such a rapid manner, because they know something.
That's right.
Again, he know he has but a short time. That means they have insight into something.
That's right.
And just finish off that. We can.
Okay, come. The monthly prognosticators, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Let's see if all of this witchcraft is going to save you from the things that's going to come upon you. It's not going to happen. That's what we're here to tell you today. If you didn't get nothing else from the lesson,
Man.
because we know you Edomites are watching, vocab you watching, you are not going to win.
Right.
No matter how you try to paint us in the media, no matter how much you try to link us to terrorism and all that, it's not going to work. You're not going to get off scot-free. See that?
Yep.
Can't stop prophecy.
Nope.
Yeah. It sucks to be an Edomite in 2025.
Yep. The day of the Edomite is over. Y'all had the 80s and 90s. That was pretty much, the wild and crazy kids, the Wonder Years, Baywatch.
Yeah.
Now it's a horrible thing to be an Edomite now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're complaining about it on social media.
Yep.
Yep.
So.
I mean, I know this.
Yep.
But Job 20:20, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. And your enterprise, your new world order, because you want the word quietness, it goes into ease. So you hearing this message from the Lord, you're not in ease. And your belly talking about, you want the word belly, it goes to your mind. So you're not in ease in your mind because his message is coming out.
Right.
You see?
He's a billionaire. You a
He was a
trillionaire.
trillionaire.
Worried
Yeah.
about how are you a trill? That's how you know this man is the devil. You're a trillionaire worried.
Well,
What Job 20?
yeah, Job 20:20, it says, belly as seat of mental faculty. So you hearing this message, you're not at ease, bro. It's
Right.
not in your mind.
Right, because if you jump to verse 5, he tell you why he ain't at ease now.
Yep. Hit it.
Verse 5, Job 20:5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
See, I know you mentioned Sirach 10 earlier. That's, hey, through unrighteous dealing, riches gotten by the seat, the
Yeah.
kingdom's going to be translated from one kingdom to another.
That's it.
He know that his kingdom is about to slip out of his hand.
Well, you remember when he came out of the caves, it said he shall continue a little season.
Little seat, yeah.
So he only got a little season. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So
Damn,
he ain't
so-
got long.
In Revelation 12, they know they have a short
Short
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yep, and they have certain technologies where the Lord allowed them to see into the future and shit, and they seen something that ain't pleasing to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's trying his hardest to outdo the Most High, but it's you through.
Yeah. That's why they're so tech.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Esau got 12 zeros in a bank account, still bugging out.
Still bugging out. How you got all this money, all this riches, and you crashing out like that?
Boy,
Because they don't need rulership. The scriptures talks about a fool who prospers.
Right.
right.
A wicked man that has power. He ain't supposed to be in power. Basically, he's a servant. He needs to be ruled over. But the Lord gave the earth into his hands. All right, but it's getting ready to be put into the hands of the rightful rulers under Yahweh Shai, man. So, that's it, man.
Yep.
We can go on and on and on. Hopefully, I'll edify. We'll give all praises to the Heavenly Father.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hakodash.
And double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.